Hi guys, today we have a weighted cardio workout. Your dumbbells are completely optional. If you have something else that you would like to take place of those, whether it's soup cans, water bottles, anything that has a little extra weight, and once again, they are optional. So if it is too intense or you want to back it down, you don't have weights, you don't need those. The only other thing that you might need is a chair for some modifications as well too for some of the exercises. So with that being said, I will set these down and we'll get started with our warm-up. All right guys, we're just gonna start with that side to side step. Let's sweep those arms up and down, getting that lower body and shoulders nice and warm. We have 3 different exercises that will be grouped into 3 categories. We're going to go over those for 1 set, and then we will repeat. We have 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off today. Let's step back and reach forward. Step back and reach forward, same side. And sometimes people end up with opposite sides, and that's 100% okay. As long as you are moving, it's perfectly fine, because sometimes I do opposites and sometimes I do same side. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those arms up into a goalie post, rotate open and close. Let's sync up the lower body, open, close. Open with the toe tap, close both in, going into the other side. Open. We have to make sure that everything is nice and warm. Good, give me 1 more. Set those feet nice and wide. We're just gonna side to side lunge, making sure that we set that booty down and back, and we're not pushing on the forward on the knees like this. Sit back down into it, hinge at the hips, and set them back. Good, giving that lower body a rest. Let's come on up, and we're gonna go into those big windmills. We'll start by taking it to the back, making sure that you can get as much range of motion as possible. Perfect, let's reverse it. Let's go the other way. Big circles to the front. Always have to make sure that lower body, including the ankle and feet, are nice and warmed up. So we are going to slide over to the side, lift up on the toes, slide back, now rock it back on the heels. This one does take a little bit of balance, so if you need to pop that hand up against something so you don't lose your balance, please do. Slide over heels, slide over toes, good. Heels, slide over to toes. Just give me 1 more back and forth. Let's lower down, feet somewhere between the hips and shoulders, toes slightly pointed out, and let's settle back into a quarter to half squat down. Pushing those hips back, allowing the knees and hips to open up. Good, give me 5 more, and 3, 2, and 1. So we are going to get started here. The first round is actually the only one with weights, I believe. So if you do want those, go ahead and grab those. So I'm gonna go over the 3 different movements that we have. Your squat, pivot, and press. Now, if both is too much, just set your single dumbbell down while hanging on to this one. We're gonna keep the weight by the chest. Wider stance, you're gonna kind of half squat. Somewhere between quarter and half, pivot and reach. Notice my back foot, I square back up, pivot and reach. Pivot and reach. This is where it comes in handy that you might have a mirror to check your form. And then the next one that we're gonna do, you'll have both weights or just body weight, down, going into skiers with your dumbbells. This one is a little bit deceiving because it does get that heart rate up a little bit. Okay, and then the next one is your wide squat with your front raise. So single or double dumbbells. Let's start with your feet together. Step through, forward. Step through, step, raise. Wide squat, step and raise. Good. And then we'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna get my timer started. I'm just gonna stick with one dumbbell today. So getting started with our single dumbbell or your double. Single, we're gonna hold like this. We're gonna start that squat, pivot, and press. Lower down, pivot. Square back up, and pivot. Think that dumbbell is reaching for the upper corner of the room. So remember, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds, little recovery, allow you to transition. Good job. Let's see if you can sit a little lower into those squats. Good work. Let's grab that matching dumbbell. We're gonna go into those skiers.
3, 2, 1.
Hinge at the hips, send them back. Use the hips to drive forward. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Notice I'm not too squatty. My hips stay relatively high, and my hips are powering that movement back and forth. Head stays neutral with the spine. Back.
Rest for 10 seconds.
Wide squat with weight to front raise. So once again, single or double dumbbell.
2, 1. Round 3.
Step, come through, step together, step. Out, step together, down. Now remember, we are going to do this one more round. So if those weights are too light, feel free to switch it out.
10 seconds.
So now we're starting from the top with your squat, pivot, and press.
3,
Single or double dumbbell, squat down, pivot and press. Square up, pivot and press. You're gonna feel it a lot in the core when we reach for that upper corner right there. Push those hips back, pivot, and press. Good job. Matching weight.
3, 2,
We're heading into those skiers. Push back.
5.
If you're ready to sink your breath up, inhale down. Exhale forward. Down.
Rest for 10 seconds.
Wide squat with your front raise.
3, 2,
Single or double dumbbell.
round
Down,
6.
up, down, up. those weights for a little bit. Gonna set those aside. Next one up, we have a burpee with 4 toe taps. So here's where you can do this from the floor. You can do the full out jump in and out with your jump up, but I'm gonna show you the modified version on the chair. So wait for the timer to count it down. Hands on the chair. Out, out, in, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, out, in, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do a combination. If you have lower back issues, I would say let's skip the jumps.
Rest for 10 seconds.
All right, next combo.
3, 2,
4,
round 8.
3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you get bored, travel forward and back. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest for 10 seconds.
Next one is a little bit